Start with the simple affirmation early morning or late night, because that is the time the subconscious, they're very much in touch with their subconscious. So a good time would be early morning. As soon as we wake up, just look at the rising sun.
Very nice. How can someone stay emotionally strong during tough times? If I don't want to
Willing,
get hypnotized,
willing individuals can be hypnotized.
okay. So that is a
Yeah. So if you're not keen, if you're not willing, मुझे नहीं करना है hypnotherapy, I don't want to get hypnotized, I am going to here prove a point, I don't get hypnotized, you will not get it. It will help. It will help a great deal.
because
And I urge all the senior citizens,
exactly.
now is the time, you have time on hand. Release whatever is not yours, all the baggage that you have been carrying.
Exactly. That's the right word.
Just drop that weight, release that baggage, and be happy. Where absolutely there has been a proof, has been, you can immediately see a proof. So one of my clients had anxiety attacks at night, panic attacks very regularly. We did hypnotherapy session, we did regression work.
Very nice. Can you explain in simple words what happens during the hypnotherapy session? Hello, friends. So, with a short break, we are coming back again with this rapid fire round. So, we will go with the rapid fire round.
Okay.
Meghna ji.
Sure.
Okay. So, you are ready?
I'm ready.
Now, here I want you to just don't think anything.
Okay.
Immediately, you should give the answers.
Okay.
What comes to your mind?
Sure. And you will analyze it like a therapist.
I hope so. I think audience will analyze.
Okay.
So let's
Sure.
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pooja, is it okay?
Yes.
Yes. Chalo. So my first question is, in one word, how would you describe the subconscious mind and why?
Yeah. The big boss.
Big boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
So reality show ka big boss is subconscious mind.
Subconscious. Oh, wonderful. Between fear and faith.
Hmm.
Very nice question, I feel. Between fear and faith, which shapes human destiny more and how?
Hmm.
With fear and faith. The belief
Yeah.
system is there.
Yes,
And there
yes,
are
yes.
fears also.
So
Those are also
yeah.
beliefs only.
Yeah.
Faith only.
Yeah.
Wrong beliefs, you can say.
Yes, yes.
So out of this, which shapes human destiny actually normally?
Yeah. So faith, of course, shapes human destiny. I, in fact, have a very nice funda.
Yeah.
Fear tells us, what if? What if this goes wrong? Faith tells us, even if.
Wonderful.
Even if this goes wrong.
Once more to the audience, the same answer, please.
So I have a very clear line, clear perspective between fear and faith. Fear tells us, asks us, what if? What if this doesn't go well? What if this goes wrong? What if? Faith tells us, even if. Even if this goes wrong, I will still put my best foot forward. Even if this doesn't happen, I will have a plan B. So fear is what if, faith is even if.
Super.
And I always choose even if.
Very nice, very nice. What is one daily habit that can completely transform a person's life? There would be many, but one, according to you, one daily habit.
Looking at yourself at the mirror and saying, I love you. Self-love is the first thing. Self-acceptance, self-love. Most important.
So nice, so nice. So on this, I recommend my book, Mirror. Just I will give you
Sure.
and you just give your opinion also.
Sure.
So Mirror, same thing. Very nicely said. Huh? I like that. What message would you give to today's youth struggling with pressure and comparison? Today's youth, because pressure of company, I mean, comparison.
Sure.
Too much materialistic world, people compare themselves.
I will only say that it's your journey. You are unique, and that's it. Nothing else matters. It's your journey. Yes. Just take charge of your journey. Don't bother. Be selfish. Be selfish when it comes to self-work, self-growth. Don't bother. Don't compare. Just keep moving ahead.
Very nicely said. What does true confidence really mean to you?
Being able to truly listen to your inner voice and act upon it.
Which people don't do that, do you think? Always? Or they know, but they try to suppress that.
Yeah, the voice is there.
Voice is there,
But then there are so many, they don't listen to it. And there are so many other noises.
So many things.
There are other noises also, na, which are on. So उनको शांत करके फिर वो inner voice सुन सकते हैं.
पूजा कितनी छान उत्तर है ना? मस्त. Yes. If someone wants to reprogram their mind, where should they start?
They can start with the simple affirmation early morning or late night, because that is the time the subconscious, they are very much in touch with their subconscious. So a good time would be early morning. As soon as we wake up, just look at the rising sun and just say to yourself that, yeah, I have all the resources to go ahead in life.
Okay, that way. What is one limiting belief that silently controls most of the people?
Limiting belief that silently controls most of the people. I'm not good enough.
Exactly. I'm not so good.
Yeah.
Right. Very nicely said. Negative feelings. How can someone identify their hidden fears?
Yeah, just ask what if questions. What if this goes wrong? What will happen? What will happen? So what? So what? You'll come to know, so what? Then I will lose money.
Fears.
No, all the fears will get listed. Ye nahi karunga. So what will happen? Oh, then I will not look good in front of them. So what will happen? Oh, they will judge me. So what? I may lose my job. So what? I will not have money. So what? I will come down on the road. So what? My wife will abandon me.
Oh.
So just keep asking so what and all your fears will come out.
It will go on. Na? Okay. So much. Everybody is thinking that way. Yeah. Many times. Many a times.
So typically it's what's the worst that can happen. Exactly. And this can also then be used the other way around. That what is the worst that can happen?
Exactly. Just the
and then you plan accordingly.
Absolutely. Very nice. What is one first step to healing childhood emotional wounds?
First step to healing childhood emotional wounds.
Come to me. No. Just that is there, but
going back and acknowledging that child.
Okay.
So going back and loving yourself and realizing that, yeah, you were wounded and not shutting that compartment.
That way. True. How does gratitude influence the subconscious mind?
Gratitude is the attitude of gratitude is
ultimate.
The ultimate. Because when you are grateful, you're open and you're receptive to everything else. And you suddenly start seeing the connections with everyone. And you start seeing the God in everyone.
Exactly. So nice. What role does self-talk play in shaping our future? Self-talk.
Yeah.
Play.
500%, 1000%. Self-talk is everything.
Exactly. What is that self-talk you should say?
Yes. Absolutely.
It should be positive.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What is one powerful affirmation you personally believe in?
Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better.
Wow. Superb.
Thank you. I just love it. I love it. Because it's ongoing, it's progressive.
So nice.
And every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better.
So I would like to repeat this with my audience. Yeah. The same thing.
Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better.
So this is one affirmation.
This is one affirmation I personally love. There, of course, are many more.
Very nice. Very nice. Superb. How can a person break the cycle of overthinking? I'm asking many questions and
Sure.
short answers.
Yeah.
So possibly people might be helpful with this.
Cycle of overthinking. Just take a pen, paper, start writing it down.
Oh, absolutely. किती येतील 50 येतील 100 येतील somewhere it will end.
Right.
But you should jot it down.
Yeah.
Very nice. What does mental freedom mean to you?
Ability to do what my soul tells me.
Oh. What is one mindset shift that creates financial growth? I'm from finance, so
yeah. The mindset shift.
I want everybody to be wealthy.
The mindset shift of abundance. Life is abundant, nature is abundant, everything is there in abundance. What am I crying for? Just look at that abundance, the sun, the moon, the stars, the energy, everything around me is so much there in abundance. it's all there to serve me. People are helping me. मतलब इतना भर भर के आ रहा है. There is abundance.
मला इथे ते गाणं पूजा मला ते गाणं आपलं मराठी गाणं आहे काय ना प्रशांत दामलेंचं
मला सांगा
सुख
सुख
म्हणजे
म्हणजे
नक्की काय असतं
काय असतं.
व्हॉट यू सेड ना इमिजिएटली मला ते
येस.
थँक्यू प्रशांतजी आणि ज्यांनी लिहिलंय त्यांचं छान गाणं आहे ते.
सुंदर गाणं.
मस्तच गाणं आहे. म्हणजे पाहिजे तेवढं झोळी आपली किती रिकामी आहे
हो.
आपण काय पाहिजे ते मागा.
येस.
So things very nice. How can someone stay emotionally strong during tough times? हा कॉमन क्वेश्चन आहे पण सगळ्यांना उपयोगी पडू शकतो. तुमचं काय म्हणजे व्हॉट इज युअर से ऑन दिस?
It is difficult, honestly. When there is a tough time going on, there is a grief, there is a loss, it is difficult. Just believe that this too shall pass. And there is learning for me. Everything is meant for a reason.
Oh, tough time it can be. I'm not saying only the person loss,
Yeah.
money loss,
Anything,
so many
anything.
relation loss, so many things.
Two things. This too shall pass.
That's a very nice.
And everything is happening for a reason and for my higher growth. These are the two things I live by.
Very nice. If you could teach only one life lesson to everyone, what would it be? What it would be?
See your own smile, and then you will start seeing the smile in others as well.
क्या बात है वाह 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 संपले इकडचे वाव यू गेव सो मेनी गुड आन्सर्स सुपर very nicely but some personal I'll just take extension of this
Sure.
rapid fire now. uh, do you like music?
I love music.
How much? 1 to 10? How much?
9.
9. Oh, okay. Your favorite music director? Hindi, Marathi, anybody?
Honestly, all music I love. So there are times it depends on my mood. There are times, there is a week I listen only to ghazals, and there is one week I listen to classical music. There is one week I listen
It's a
to
weekly
no, not
playlist?
weekly, no, not a weekly playlist.
Or it's
What I mean is
sometimes.
it's an what is happening inside me is the kind of music I like to listen.
Oh, wow.
So there are times I listen to Kishore Kumar. There are times I'm listening to Kailash Kher. But yeah, my favorite one is Kailash Kher.
Kailash Kher. Wow.
I just love his music.
Superb, superb. And secondly, like, have you watched recently any movies?
Yeah.
We are not promoting any.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you see movies?
Yeah, very often.
Hindi, Marathi.
Hindi, Marathi.
Okay.
Web series.
In your childhood, do you remember any good movie which you have watched?
I loved Anand.
So
Rajesh Khanna.
Evergreen, na?
Amazing.
Now also, if I watch now, it goes so fast.
Yeah.
And it's always,
and it so beautifully teaches you something which is so deep, but in a very simple, beautiful way.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this moment, which song comes to your mind? This podcast is going on. Time is something, but what song comes to your mind?
So right now, Marathi song Prashant Damle. मला सांगा सुख म्हणजे नक्की काय असतं.
Lines on that. Please. He's listening.
I am a hypnotherapist, not a music, not a singer.
He's also watching.
मला सांगा सुख म्हणजे नक्की काय असतं. काय पुण्य असलं की ते घर बसल्या मिळतं.
मला सांग. I thought you will be going on.
No. The Mukhada is good enough.
Okay. So next series मध्ये आपण definitely will take full song.
Sure.
Good enough. So very nice. दुसरी गोष्ट, do you like to go traveling?
Yes.
Traveling,
yeah.
Domestic, international.
Domestic. इंडियातच एवढ्या गोष्टी आहेत.
Not still episode.
Yeah. Not. yeah. There's so much to explore in India itself.
True.
That
many places.
Many. North, east, south.
There are many, I know.
Favorite Konkan. Konkan by the sea.
So they keep really. What do you like, beaches or mountains?
Both. I like beaches as well as mountains. Konkan is pristine beauty.
So coastal मजा आहे. खाण्यामध्ये काय? Sorry, Marathi. Yes. What do you like in cuisine? Food मध्ये. I like chatpata food. Chatpata. Like chaat. Like chaat. Wow. Yes. So you go often? Oh, very often. तुम्ही तिकडे आहात तर दादरला very often. Joints very often. I of course my family is watching me. So my kids are watching me. I usually go out for a walk and I end up eating a pani puri. Yes, confirmed. So next time I'm going to join you once.
Sure.
Puja आपण जायचंय. So nice, so nice. But like favorite place, as you said about Konkan, that is, but any specific place you like in Konkan? Full like, I know, but still anything on this podcast to be specific you like?
So usually we go to Ganpati Pure.
So
There we have our family deity. So my husband goes once a year. I join him wherever possible, and yeah, it's beautiful.
really, it's very nice place. मस्त. इथे जेवण पण चांगलं भेटतं. नाही, नाही, very nice. So this round we'll try to end it. Okay.
Okay.
आणि your pass with flying colors.
Thank you so much.
This certificate देते ना. So friends, please don't go anywhere. We will come with second round, which is true or false now. Hello friends. So now we will have one round which is true or false. So let's see what Meghna ji is answering.
Okay.
And your answers we will be following. Okay. So here is my first question. The subconscious mind is more powerful than the conscious mind. True. Okay. Hypnotherapy means losing control over your mind. False. Okay. Childhood experiences shape most adult behaviors.
Very true.
Very true. If you find anything to be added,
sure.
Please
yes.
It's true or false is there.
Yeah.
But if you want to add anything, please, anything you recollect also, please say. Fear is always negative and harmful. No, this is something wrong. How means how true or false?
No, sorry. Repeat.
Repeat.
Okay. Repeat that question.
So okay, fear is always negative and harmful. True, because fear is normally it is going to harm you sometimes. Most of the times, anyone can be hypnotized. My question. False means if I don't want to get hypnotized.
Willing individuals can be hypnotized.
Okay. So that is a
yeah. So if you're not keen, if you're not willing, मुझे नहीं करना है hypnotherapy, I don't want to get hypnotized, I am going to here prove a point, I don't get hypnotized, you will not get hypnotized.
But you came across with any client of yours like where yes, as they say, 5% of the people don't get hypnotized.
So what had yes, there was a client and I was wondering ये क्यों मतलब after having worked with so many clients, 2-3 साल बाद suddenly you find someone. Then I realized she had not come. She was not keen. Her mother had pushed her, had forced her. Tum jao, you take therapy. You're not getting along well with your husband. According to her, she was all correct. She was all fine. Her husband was at fault. Her parents were at fault. Her in-laws were at fault. She didn't feel the need for any therapy. She was not getting hypnotized because she was not keen. She was not willing.
He understood. Very nice. I'll come with that question also, but next question we'll go with this round. Positive affirmations work even if you don't believe in them initially. True?
Yeah.
Okay. So that has to be repeated. Then only it will be that. Okay. Overthinking is a habit that can.
I said true because you said even if you don't believe them initially. Then when you start believing it's okay.
Yeah.
It opens up.
Tries,
yeah.
And you start believing that.
Yeah.
Okay. Overthinking is a habit that can be unlearned.
True.
That can't be. Can be unlearned.
It can be unlearned. It can be worked upon.
Yeah, it can be worked. Success is 80% mindset and 20% skill. True? Okay. Emotional healing is possible at any age. Friends, please remember this answer.
Yeah.
So there is no age. But as you said, I think.
And of course,
after 7
a very small child won't be. Emotional healing is possible. Hypnotherapy will benefit when someone is very aware.
Right?
We've had instances where even a 6-year-old, 7-year-old gets into, gets inward, looks inward. But I have handled clients approx 11, 12, where the awareness is
there.
there.
How is their behavior, child? They don't know anything, but they come to you.
They're very open. They're very open. They are. They regress very quickly because
so you have hypnotized them also.
Yeah.
Oh, great!
In fact, it works beautifully for them because guards are not there. Yeah, there is no guard. There is no ego. Ki I will see how she will not, I won't, at times there is with adult mind, there is somewhere a deep down back of the mind, there is a thought, I won't get hypnotized. Let's see.
Let's see.
That is not there with the child.
So sweet, so sweet. Wow. How you said it, I liked it. Superb. Our signature and handwriting reveals personality traits.
Yeah.
Sure?
Yes.
Right. Stress is always caused by external situation. Very nice. Okay. You can reprogram your subconscious mind at any stage of life. Right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Confidence is something people are born with.
We are born with all of it. We end up losing it bit by bit.
I have a question here. I'll take a break, but
yeah,
I have come across many people. First, my question simple. I'll take a break. This is our round true or false, but this is important. Possibly, audiences, you will agree with me, and this will help you. Okay, self confidence, if at all I don't have, can it be increased with hypnotherapy?
Very much.
Can I come to you and some change will
absolutely. So, like I said, two elements. There is a reason why I was born confident. There is a reason I started losing it bit by bit. There were certain experiences that happened in my life where I lost my confidence. Someone laughed at me, someone ridiculed me, someone bashed me up, and that's where I lost my confidence, my ability to speak up. So the moment you heal from that, you gain back your confidence. That's number one. And number two, like I said, it's, there are two parts to it. Coming from a -10 to a 0 and then 0 to a +10. You can, of course, train your mind, reprogram yourself, and, get more confident and be on your journey.
But your hypnotherapy does have any language barrier? Miss Hindi, English, Marathi. This I know, but what kind of language you speak with the clients?
Yeah, since I am well versed with Hindi, English, and Marathi, I do sessions in these three languages. Possible, right? Yes. Therapy is possible in any language, but you need the therapist. Communication. Right.
So you do it these three languages.
Yes.
See, all questions I'm trying to ask.
Sure.
So because it will help our audience who ever wish to come to you possibly for anything, or they can have some answers. Trauma can affect financial success.
Very true.
Which trauma? Like share market drop, that trauma you are saying?
Any trauma. Share market trauma, a father scolding me when I have not got success, and then you are carrying that fear ki bapre, if I don't succeed, kya hoga? And then you are so scared of the share market numbers going up and down. So any trauma.
So that trauma can affect the other trauma. That is the financial.
Yes.
Okay. Meditation and hypnosis are the same.
I will say here true, but in hypnosis we use meditation as as a tool. Plus we use many more deeper states to deepen. So meditation is used along with many more techniques to deepen that relaxation.
But here is the answer is false there.
Okay.
So what is, according to you, healing is, meditation is one of the process. That's what you're saying.
Meditation is one of the processes.
It can't be only. Yeah. It's not the same.
So meditation, let's say 30-40% we use meditation plus something more to get into a deeper trance state. Okay.
Because here it is saying like meditation and hypnosis are same. You're going to hypnotize and you're going to take back, or therapy is there. So in that meditation process comes?
We use meditation along with other tools.
While the process going on?
Yeah. To induce a state of relaxation and hypnosis.
Very nice. Negative self-talk directly impacts physical health.
Very much. The body absorbs it all.
Body shaming.
Yeah.
Many things happen.
Body shaming or मैं भी खुद का body.
Self, na?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And also anger, bitterness, grudges, everything that I carry starts showing up in the body.
Physical impacts and physical health.
Yeah. Physical health.
So I'm just asking.
Diabetes is linked to bitterness. Inflammation, blood pressure linked to anger. Kidney related issues linked to my ability to release my emotions. So of course, this is a generic bucket, but of course, each individual will have his or her shade of emotion. And every emotion is linked to an ailment. Every ailment has emotions.
The physical health,
Yeah.
it will go.
So it is said the body is the visible mind and the mind is the invisible body.
Exactly. But here I want to ask you one thing. Correct me. A female, they all, everyone likes to look good. So people are using so many things. You can see outside things. Like my hairs are dropping, I have, but inside mine, I know I don't have hairs, or there is some things.
Right.
So that self confidence definitely must be affecting. Is it there? Is it effective? Means what happens exactly? Because I know myself, like I'm doing looking good. I'm doing this all makeups and so many things, and to some extent it is okay, presentable. But some things they go beyond. There is no limit nowadays. That industry, cosmetic industry, is too big. I don't want to speak on that, but I'm talking about here. There also sometimes a negative talk only comes to a mind.
Right.
This
Right.
I'm looking dark.
Yeah.
I'm looking something. So that also self confidence. It will affect your self confidence.
See, I always say
So
anything that we behave,
there you can help.
Absolutely. Yeah. See, anything that we behave, anything that we do, it all depends on what's happening inside.
Exactly.
Yeah. So when I'm wanting to look good. Why? When I'm very clear, yeah, I want to look good. I love myself.
Good.
That's fine. How does it matter? Yeah, I'm investing in myself. I want to look good.
That's fine.
Simple. Yeah. So everything, what matters is ultimately with what intention I am doing what I'm doing.
Right.
If I'm very clear with what my intent is, nothing else matters.
That's people sabotage their own success unknowingly.
Yeah, true.
So they say, we should not be harsh on ourselves also sometimes. Yeah. So you should be some soft way. Handle yourself also with care.
So we self-sabotage at times ourselves.
Many times. Healing requires reliving painful memories in detail. Healing requires reliving painful memories in detail.
I'll say reliving is relieving. Reliving is relieving.
Relieving.
So I help the person relive the memories and then get himself relieved from it.
Very nice. Your environment influences your mindset.
Absolutely.
Ambience and all. So how do you find this?
This is very...
So I'm praising myself.
Yeah. No, this is very, very warm, very forward-looking, very progressive.
So nice, so nice. Thank you. Last question of this round. A strong mindset can change destiny. Superb.
Very true.
Masta, very nice answers. So
Thank you.
We'll
very nice questions.
Yes. Same way. So nicely you answered, small things about this totally, you can say psychology or whatever it is, hypnotherapy you explained. Now we'll take a small break and we'll come to the last round.
Sure.
2, 3. I would like to know, but we'll say in the next round only.
Okay.
So friends, don't go anywhere. Now the interesting round is coming. So it is about the decoding. What is decoding? We'll understand from Meghana ji. Okay, so we'll take a small break. Don't go anywhere. Hello, friends. So with a short break, now we are again coming to a very important round. Now, these questions which I want to know, it will be about decoding. Now, what is this decoding? I just wanted to know before that, like hypnotherapy by now, you have been speaking about so many things, so many issues, and I understood, or we understood, me and my audience, that with hypnotherapy, you can resolve many problems, or you can say any kind of problems. Say it in this way.
True.
Okay.
True.
So now, but I would like to know, I don't want to come to you. One option. Always. How many times I should come to you, or you can say to a hypnotherapist?
Right.
A person will not be able to go. Possibly, I don't know. Economics may not work, or feasibility may not work, or he might be willingly or ability. He's not able also, and he's not willing also. In this case, just let our audience know, like, can they heal themselves?
Yeah.
With hypnotherapy, this kind of, and how they can do.
Sure. Thank you so much for asking this question.
Just elaborate.
Yeah, because that is another pillar which I'm very passionate about.
Okay.
And driving it very, very consciously. Like you said, how many times you will go to a doctor? You go to a doctor only when you are very sick.
True.
Ideally, you should know your body so well that you are able to prevent an illness. And two, so one is awareness of the body you should have. Two is you should be able to prevent your illness. And three is you should be able to take care of your illness, curative up to a certain extent.
Right.
Right? Usse bhi nahi hota, you go to a specialist.
Okay.
Right? So with that same philosophy, the place from where I have learned hypnotherapy, Ekagra Karma and Apara Antara. This is the name of the institute. It's India's first ISO certified hypnotherapy institute.
Oh.
We, as a team of Eka therapists, we are very passionate about spreading awareness of the subconscious mind, the science of subconscious mind to each and every person on this planet Earth.
Oh, great.
With the sole objective that each one should have the awareness about himself, herself, why patterns are there in his or her life. Number two, each person should have the tools to be empowered. You need not be dependent. You can be empowered yourself. And three, of course, you get healed. So this whole Decode self-help journey, a 7-day transformational program, it has three elements. One is, of course, there's healing involved. There is group healing that happens. And of course, there is a lot of awareness that you get. And three, of course, there are a lot of tools which will help you regulate your emotions from a future perspective. So this whole curriculum is divided into 7 days, but need not be done 7 days at a stretch. You can choose to do it. Working professionals can choose to do bits by bits, can learn 1 day of the course, then 2 days, and so on and so forth, depending on how strongly you are interested in the subject. But what is very important is that each and every person must understand where he or she is coming from, where others are coming from, because only then you are an aware parent, you are a loving spouse, you are a good colleague, and you are a successful and happy individual. Yeah. So this whole Decode program is about giving awareness to each and every individual, providing all the tools, and of course healing. That's the whole Decode journey.
Okay.
So when you don't want to go to a therapist every time, but you want to be your own guru, your own therapist, your own doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I strongly urge that each and every person should learn and be aware of how he or she operates, how his or her mind operates, how mind of other person operates, so that you are able to appreciate yourself and appreciate others, and the problems don't arise.
But how should I start? I want to join this.
Yeah.
Or this can be a treatment for all.
Sure.
Okay, what you said, understood. But now every time I don't have to go to hypnotherapy therapist. I want to do it myself.
Yes.
So I have to learn this.
So it's a 4-module program.
First step.
First module is just a 1-day module.
Okay.
Second module is a 2-day. Third module is 2-day, and fourth module is 2-day. Like I said, you can start off with the first module, which is just a 1-day program.
It's a great 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Module 1 talks about decoding your mind, how your mind operates, how your mind works. So you gain control, you gain clarity of your own mind. Module 2 talks about decode your behavior. So at times there are certain emotions that are still stuck, and that is where it goes a little deeper. Module 3 talks about decode your relationships. At times I have done my own work, but I realize that I'm entangled in a family where there is something more happening. Yeah, that's module 3. And module 4 is about decode your blueprint. Sometimes there are soul lessons that have to be learned. And with what blueprint I came onto this Mother Earth is something we have that shade in the module 4. It's a 7-day transformational journey, therefore 4 modules. But like I said, you can decide what you are ready for, how deep you want to go. You can take it bits by bits. You can stop after 1, 2. It's your choice. So we are offering so much. How much you want to take is your choice. Okay. You just need to just visit ekaindia.com website and register. We are all trainers, therapists who keep running these programs, awareness programs also, and these 4 modules regularly, month on month.
Okay.
And people can attend it online, offline, your choice.
Okay. Offline means it was some place or something?
Yeah, some place. So there are trainers across the country. So the charges are the same. So there are trainers across the country, but you can also do it online if that suits you, from the comfort of your home. So that's also doable.
Very nice. So you do it yourself also?
Yeah, I do it.
One of the trainers.
I'm one of the trainers,
but
and I do
anybody
take
wants
all
to
the
join
front lines.
And that
Yeah, just contact me directly or contact ekaindia.com,
Okay.
and you will see my course date announced.
Okay.
There are other trainers as well. Whatever suits you, date.
Give your details also. We will just
Sure.
put, friends, we will just definitely under this video also in the description, our description, you can see all the details. We'll do.
So the whole point is that you need not go to a therapist every now and then.
Yeah.
Become aware of yourself, of your mind. Become and like I said, preventive, curative, you should be able to handle and heal yourself. So helping people go back to their own power, their own clarity, giving them that, and helping them live their life consciously is something we are all passionate about. And so am I.
Very nice. Superb. Just understanding the mind, we have covered this topic, but I have a few questions which are unlimited also, but we have to stop somewhere. So, but still I have small answers you can.
Sure.
How does the subconscious mind influence our daily decisions? Why I'm coming to this?
Yeah.
Because daily people are going to work.
Yeah.
Daily they are at home.
Yeah.
So daily.
So since you said daily, let me give you a daily example. You're driving a car, you are in the driver's seat, that's your conscious mind. You think you are driving the car, but the steering wheel takes you somewhere. That's the subconscious mind.
Okay.
The steering wheel takes you to a road that last 20, 30 years you have taken a road of avoidance. You've taken a road of procrastination. You have taken a road of people pleasing. The steering wheel takes you there. So your subconscious affects your daily life.
So nicely said. Very nice. Can you explain in simple words what happens during the hypnotherapy session? Now we are ending the session, but I'm just summing up.
Sure.
So few things.
So like I said, people come with their surface level problem. We go from the surface level problem to the root of the problem, which could be anywhere in childhood or in many years that the person has lived, or in a past life, or an ancestral pattern.
Can I have water?
Yeah.
Please.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
So we take the person to the root, we heal, we process that memory, we process the emotion, and of course, then we reprogram. We help reprogram the person's beliefs. So ultimately, the person then starts galloping towards his goal.
That way. So one question which I want to ask is, who can come to you? Means who should come to you, or who can come to you for this? You can say the therapy.
Yeah. Anyone and everyone who wants to bring a change in his or her life can come to me for a personal one-on-one hypnotherapy session. The other route also can be to train. So there are people who want to not get into a therapeutic session, who want to gain knowledge, self-awareness. So there are people who want to learn.
Okay.
And work on themselves. Those are the ones, or rather, everyone should learn. And then when you find you're not able to do something is when you get into a detailed, deeper therapy session. But a decode self-help program is something I urge each and every one to undergo and experience it, because take charge of your life, be aware of your mind.
Very nice. Connecting to this question only, I have a question. Like, now I come to know, like example, even in finance, I don't have money. I have some goals in my mind. So for that, I go to the financial advisor or planner, right? So then I come to know, okay, now I have to go.
Right.
Like in same way, hypnotherapist के पास जाना है मुझे. I want to go to a hypnotherapist. What things, when I should go, I don't know. So so many people are watching. As a watching and ये बंद करके रख देंगे video. But what is more important? Out of this 100 people person, possibly 10 people are most needed. So
I always say, first try yourself. We all have the power. First try yourself.
Okay.
When that doesn't work is when you come to a hypnotherapist.
And is there any questionnaire, homework or something to understand before coming to you? But you give something, these things, like when we go, ye data sheet work.
Right. No, what's up? Of course, I do talk to a person about his or her
that is the
whole
first
life. Yeah, that's the first meeting. where we do an intake, understand the problem, how his life has been lived.
That is in first session.
In first.
And after that, you start with a session.
Absolutely.
Or you can say give a date and then the session date.
Yes, yes, yes.
Normally, how many? These are small questions.
Usually 6. Yeah, usually it takes about 6-7 sessions to completely resolve an issue.
Is it very expensive?
Not really.
I should not ask this, but I'm asking because these are silly questions. पैसा देना ही होता है अच्छे डॉक्टर के पास, so जाना है तो we have to do. But these are 6 sessions.
Yeah.
But it is not always
6 or 7.
It can be.
It can be 5.
Extend also.
It can become 5. It can become 7 or an 8. It depends.
As you said, the person to person it may vary.
Yes.
Right. One repeating question is this: why do people repeat the same negative patterns even when they want to change?
Yeah, because honestly, that's because we are not driven by logic. We feel we are driven by logic, and that's why many experts, friends give us advice. Do this. This is the best thing for you. That's very logical. But unfortunately, we are not driven by logic. We are driven by, our behavior is driven by unconscious programming, conditioning, emotional imprints that we have absorbed of the past. And that's why, our subconscious wants to keep us safe. So sometimes things are safe, sometimes familiar.
Okay.
Yeah, we prefer comfort, familiar, safe, known over unknown, and things
human
like that.
Tendency.
That's a human. So that's why patterns keep repeating.
Okay.
Because we prefer this over that.
People want easy life, which is not always easy.
Yeah.
So that way.
Our subconscious wants to keep us safe.
Safe. Right. Normally, you must have heard about this. Many people have some fear. I'm talking about on behalf of all these questions, small questions.
Yeah.
We have covered. But still, the ending questions, few things. People have phobia, fear or phobia. Can that be?
Absolutely. Phobias, yes.
Going in lift, I have
phobia of lizards, phobia of
higher place or something.
Elevators, fear of elevators.
Yeah, that's another.
Phobia of lizards, phobia of.
Really can go.
It can, yes. Because what is acquired can be unlearned, right?
Exactly.
So all these fears are acquired. Primitively, only fear of loud noises and fear of heights. These are the only 2 fears which we as a primitive man have carried forward. Now, even those 2 fears have been conquered.
Right.
Fear of loud noises we have conquered, fear of heights we have conquered. We do bungee jumping. So even these 2 fears have been conquered. All other fears are acquired, and what is acquired can be unlearned.
Okay. So now question to a senior citizen. Senior citizen is above 60, I say. And senior citizen is above 70 or 75.
Sure.
So I'm asking a question for a person who is 75 plus.
Yes.
Example, or 70 plus. Higher age. What happens ki this higher age, this also community is quite big. In India, everywhere. After certain age, they have a belief. Self-confidence goes on so many things. And I see that their kids also, even though they want, small thing happens, chalo, I want to go to the doctor. I want to go to the doctor. Now this is, actually it is not, doctor says, kuch nahi hua hai.
Yeah.
I'm just asking, might be please don't misunderstand. This is, I'm just trying to understand. Can this kind of, thought process can be changed?
Very much. It will help. It will help a great deal. Because and I urge all the senior citizens, exactly. Now is the time, you have time on hand. Release whatever is not yours, all the baggage that you have been carrying.
Exactly. That's the right word.
Just drop that weight, release that baggage, and be happy.
Masta. Last question. What is the most surprising breakthrough you have witnessed in the session? You must have come across so many clients by now.
Yeah.
But any surprising
I'll talk about
you witnessed?
So since you're talking of breakthrough, aapko shayad, you would ideally want a proof of it also, right? So I'll talk about 2 cases where absolutely there has been a proof has been, you can immediately see a proof. So one of my clients had anxiety attacks at night, panic attacks very regularly. We did hypnotherapy session, we did regression work, we worked on the emotion, all of that, and attacks absolutely stopped. He's nil, zero.
So nice.
Another person whom I know, who was my client, had motion sickness, travel sickness, any deep valleys and twists and turns, of course, the nausea would get triggered. Not only that, even a flat road in the city, a long distance, would trigger her
My God.
motion sickness. Again, completely gone.
Oh,
The person called me from a family vacation saying that
there was one person now, he passed away, but believe me, it can be funny to people. बाळादादा तुम्हाला लक्षात येईल कोणाच्या विषयी सांगतो. So there was one person in our friend circle. We used to go to the Konkan travel and so many things. Now we went together. Every stop, he used to go, bichara. And so
true.
We are laughing about, but for him, it
was crazy because this girl whom I'm talking.
When we used to stop, used to go again before getting into the car or something. Again, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So sometimes other people used to get irritated, but his problem, God knows. True. So this.
So imagine this particular person. This person has a SUV but can't enjoy because had to take a tablet and sleep at the back.
Many people have this.
So I got a call from she had visited North India. I got a call from there saying that, you know what, I was at Himachal and I enjoyed a bus ride.
Wow.
This is an amazing breakthrough.
Superb.
Yeah.
So now we have to stop, I know, because there are questions, but I'll take one promise now.
Sure, okay.
Okay, before asking the question, I'm taking a promise.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
You say yes.
Yes.
Okay, friends. So we would like, now this is an English session. I would request you to, because our Marathi audience also is there. So I would request you, we'll have a podcast in Marathi also. So can you give us a date?
Absolutely, I'll give a date.
So
this is not a request or a promise. I am happy.
Yeah.
कारण मराठी मातृभाषा आहे. आपले सगळेच लोक ज्यांना मराठीत हे ऐकायला आवडेल, मलाही या विषयावर मराठीत नक्कीच बोलायला आवडेल आणि या पॉडकास्टचा आपण
प्रश्न आपण थोडेसे वेगळे घेऊ.
बरं चालेल.
पण तरी we will definitely.
नक्कीच.
Thanks for accepting this also.
Yeah.
So I would just take one round about this is a personal financial round. Okay. So I'll take just a clap and we'll start. Okay. So personal financial round, I have one question. Like people, what is your take on that? A person should have life insurance. A person should have a mediclaim. I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
We are not discussed.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
But when I say it is like because of this person.
Sure.
But when a normal person from
as a layman, you want to understand.
What's your opinion?
Yeah.
And a person should have a pension program or some retirement planning. And last, I'm asking all these 4 questions and you can answer one by one. And last is a person should have a financial advisor or a planner. Your take, and please give this.
My take, I'll give a ranking. I will prefer number one. Should I talk?
Yeah, it is on only because I'm talking about life insurance. People should take.
For me personally, number one would be a financial planner or advisor.
Yes.
Just like I would say, you need a coach. It's not always a therapist who will help you to come out of the trauma. From where you are to go higher, go further ahead, you need someone to coach you, handhold you, guide you. Similarly, from where you are to where you need to go, a financial coach, number one. Number two, I would say a pension planning, retirement planning. Number three, I would say for me, mediclaim. And number four, life insurance.
Yeah, should have.
Yeah, that's my 4 ranking.
No, this is ranking, but these 4 things people should have.
Yes.
Whenever they have, but they should have.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
That's what your take is important. And how important this is? These are 4 things.
Very important.
Very important. Because
because then others in your family can be at peace.
One line on life insurance.
Yeah.
According to you, why people should have a life insurance? One line.
Others can be at peace when you are not around.
Mediclaim. Why people should have.
Same. Others
should have mediclaim.
Others again. Your children should not be burdened.
You were in HR, so you know. You used to handle so many.
Your children should not be burdened.
Exactly.
So
and retirement.
Again, you need to live with all the fulfill all your dreams.
Exactly.
Retirement planning is very important.
And financial planner to use that
will help you achieve all of these.
Yes. Wonderful. Friends, so we are ending this podcast and last round. Hello friends, so this will be a round which is heart to heart round. Dil ke kareeb. Dil se.
Okay.
Right. So I would request you to speak looking at the camera.
Okay.
Like message to dad, mom, father, mother, your husband,
Okay.
kids, anybody. Means whom you want to give message, please give. And whatever you want to say without any censorship, you can speak.
Sure. So first I'll talk to my mom and dad.
Yeah.
So mom and dad, thank you very much. I am what I am because of you. In fact, I owe my sheer existence to you. I am here on this earth because of you. So thank you very much for that. Everything that I've learned, I've acquired, it's all thanks to you, your support. And I love you a lot. And I wish to have lots and lots of more positive memories and wonderful events and experiences with you. So stay healthy. Please stay healthy. I wish to have a lot of time with both of you around and have some amazing experiences in life.
Super.
To my husband, who is my rock solid support.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I could follow this passion. Oh, I'm about to get emotional. I could follow my heart because you were there as a rock solid support.
His good name, sorry.
His good name is Amit.
Yeah.
So, because you were there as a rock, and you are there as a rock solid support, I am able to follow my heart and do something which is a little different. It may not get immediately the financial steadiness or security the way earlier we had, but thanks to you, you are absorbing it all, and you are giving me the amount of time I need. How much ever time I need, you're there. So thank you very much. And of course, to both my lovely kids, thanks for choosing me as your mother.
Their names?
Soham and Shubhra. Thank you very much for choosing me as your mother. And it's a journey again. I learn from both of you. And I also try to help you live out your journey. So I hope I'm able to do that. Please pardon me at times because I also get triggered. Till the time I have not healed myself, I'm not responding, I'm reacting at times, I know. But I'm aware of it and I'm trying.
So
Thank you.
So nice. Super. Very nicely said. Superb. So, do you believe in God?
Yeah.
Really?
God, universal power, energy, whatever it is.
How spiritual you are?
Very spiritual.
Really?
Very spiritual, but very less ritualistic.
Yeah, fine. That's some thought process, you can say, some positiveness, some faith in Almighty.
Yes.
There is some power which is taking care of everything.
Yes.
So that's a very nice way of gratitude, I could say.
Yeah.
Everyone should have. Super. And last but not the least, now we are ending the program, but I would like to request you.
Yes.
Our big audience, the APN Podcast Show, our big audience is watching you.
Yeah.
And some very light-hearted, heart-to-heart message to them. Please.
To the entire audience of APN Podcast Show, this is some wonderful content that Parag has been bringing up. People from different fields. Please use this opportunity. I know it's very easy to just do a fast forward and just scroll and look at just the key messages. But 60-90 minutes of investment is going to change your life. So don't miss out on the opportunity. Whatever is the subject, different experts are coming from different fields. Take that opportunity. Someone out there with a lovely, noble intention is trying to help you out. Grab it, yaar. Become selfish. Forget opportunity request. Grab. Had I been in your place, I would have just grabbed all these opportunities to get some free, lovely gyan and change my life.
Super. So nicely said. Hello,
I'm Meghana Joshi. I'm an integrated clinical hypnotherapist, past life regression therapist, and a mind coach. And I am coming up on APN Podcast Show by Parag Nesarikar and his team. And please do watch out because a very, very simple thing about how to live life is something we are going to talk about in this show. How to live life beautifully, happily, and how to claim back your power is what I'm going to talk in this podcast. We're going to talk about hypnotherapy. So if this whole word of hypnosis, mind is something that excites you, please come and watch this episode. I'm going to talk about hypnotherapy, how the mind works, how your mind functions. So you're going to learn a lot about yourself. And I'm also going to talk about certain programs which will help you become very, very aware of yourself. So do come and do visit the APN Podcast Show and watch this episode by me, Meghana Joshi. If you feel abundance is just not there in your life, financial or otherwise, and life is, you're trying to chase your dreams, but it's just not giving you what you want, then this episode by me at the APN Podcast Show is something you must watch. I'm Meghana Joshi, a clinical hypnotherapist, past life regression therapist, and mind coach. And I will be talking about why there are money issues in your life. Why are you not attracting abundance at this particular podcast? So don't miss it and definitely watch it. Don't forget the APN Podcast Show.
Hello, friends. So you have been watching last 1.5 hours at least this podcast on hypnotherapy and the specialist, the clinical hypnotherapist, Meghana Joshi ji. So really, we are very thankful that you have come in this podcast and you have shared so many secrets. And as we are also excited to see that the Marathi podcast also will be coming.
Sure. So, thank you.
That also we will be shortly doing that.
Sure.
So all our audiences will definitely like. So thank you so much for this insight. Today you have shared so many secrets and so many things, but there are many questions, and I would definitely request you. Our audience will send their questions or so many things. So possibly, friends, if you have any questions regarding this or any kind of problems which you face, and if you feel that Meghana ji could be helpful to you, please do write to us. She will definitely, on behalf of you, I'm answering.
Sure.
We would request you to give the answers to them.
Yes, very much. Yes? At any time.
So nice. So thank you so much for coming on this podcast.
My pleasure.
So friends, thank you so much. So friends, don't go anywhere. Next Friday, you will come across with next celebrity guest on this show, and you will be definitely enjoying. Please do share, like, and you can say comment also about this episode. Whatever you liked, whatever you haven't liked also, please let us know.
So any questions, we can definitely answer.
Questions, exactly. So we'll do that. Thank you so much for watching this. So thank you, Meghana ji.
Thank you.
So nice. Bye.
Bye-bye. Are you someone struggling with body issues like inflammation, diabetes, cyst, kidney issues, chronic ailments, allergies? If yes, then this particular episode at the APN Podcast Show is for you. Don't miss out and definitely watch it. I'm Meghana Joshi, a clinical hypnotherapist, past life regression therapist, and mind coach. And I'm coming up on the APN Podcast Show where I will talk about how all the body issues are linked to mind and emotions and how to overcome that. So don't miss out this show. Watch it for sure.